Hello, yoga friends. This is your nighttime yoga class. I am resting in the Lord. So these are just some suggested yoga poses that you could do to prepare yourself for sleep. You can do all of them, or maybe you get into one and it feels really good and you want to stay there. But what we'll do is we'll begin in a child's pose. So we'll bring the feet back behind us. And then we just take our knees as wide as it's comfortable. Bring the big toes to touch. And then we'll sit down over our heels. Now you might be a little higher, and that's okay. If you need to have a blanket or something, a pillow underneath the booty here to support that, that's okay. And then you have a couple of options with the hands as you prepare for nighttime. Maybe you want to bring your hands down in front of you, or maybe even a pillow or a block right here. The other option would be to bring the hands back behind, palms are facing up and your hands are next to the feet, and then you bring one cheek down to the mat like this. And then in this position, you just allow the shoulders to melt down. And right here, I want you to start tuning into your breath, a calming, sleepy time breath. So in order to do that, you'll just inhale through the nose, filling up the belly, and then we'll exhale with control slowly through the nose. Inhale through the nose and fill up. Exhale through the nose and release it slow and with control. Inhale. Exhale slowly, maybe to the count of 6 or even 8. Jesus said, "Come all that are heavy laden, and follow me, and I will give you rest." I will give you rest. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. If you're ready, go ahead and start lifting up. We're going to come to a tabletop pose. So the idea here as we prepare for sleep is that we want to release any tension that we're holding in the shoulders or in the hips before we try to lay down in the bed. So we're going to thread the needle. So we'll take our right hand underneath the left armpit and we'll drop the right shoulder to the floor. We'll take our gaze over to the left and the right cheek goes to the floor. And maybe walk the left fingertips forward, and then just tune into that breath. Slowly exhaling through the nose. Come back through center in that tabletop. Shake side to side, just move the hips and the shoulders around. There's no striving or anything that you have to do in these poses, rather than just be left hand under the right armpit, lay the left shoulder down, the left cheek down. St. Augustine said, "Our hearts are restless until we rest in thee." Come back up to tabletop. We'll bring the feet around to the front of the mat. And we're just going to find a forward fold. Again, and not a lot of any body tension at all, but rather than just folding and spilling forward. We're just dropping our forehead forward. We're rounding through the spine. Forward folds are very calming to the body. We'll start lifting up and coming to a butterfly pose. So in this butterfly pose, it's just to let go and release tension in the hips. So you just move the knees up and down. If you want to, you can even fold forward. But again, that calming breath, exhaling through the nose. And then we're going to lie all the way down onto our back body. Bring your knees into your chest. So you have two options here. You can knees into the chest and just circle the low back. If you're still feeling tension in the hips, go to a happy baby where you bring your knees in towards the armpit, feet, the bottoms of the feet pointing up to the ceiling, and maybe just rock back and forth, side to side. And maybe you end with a legs up the wall pose. So this reverse of blood flow is very calming and nurturing to the body. You can stay in this position as long as you would like. And whenever you're ready, we'll just begin to bend into the knees, releasing the legs down to the floor. If you're not already in bed, I like to actually do all of those poses on my bed before I lay down. So if you're already in your bed, go ahead and lay all the way down. If not, maybe you'd like to go there now. Arms and legs extended long. And then we begin to slowly release the breath control to our natural breath. We soften through the jaw, releasing any facial tension. We allow ourselves to let go through the shoulders. And then notice what feels better for your shoulders and arms, to have the palms facing down in a grounded position, or perhaps the palms facing up in a very giving and receiving position. Legs extended long. I am resting in the Lord. Staying right here, just as long as you need to nod off to sleep, or as long as feels good for you. Namaste.